Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Please consider subscribing, liking, donating to the channel if you enjoy the content. So, Anthony Joshua and Jermaine Franklin fighting this weekend on 1 April. Now, there's some things that Anthony Joshua has learned while he was down there in Texas. But I'm going to get to that in a second. But Jermaine Franklin, I'm not even going to save it for another video. I'm just going to give it to you. Jermaine Franklin is really taunting Anthony Joshua. He's saying, he even has a hat that says, grinded, not given. So he's basically out here saying that, the position that he's in, he earned. And for Anthony Joshua, he was given everything. He's gone on to say that Anthony Joshua doesn't look confident. He did say, and I must admit, that he didn't feel Joshua's seemingly lack of confidence derived from knowing he's going to be facing Jermaine Franklin. But he's saying it could be other stressors and pressure that's on Joshua's shoulder, which as a result could be taken away from his confidence. He has gone on record and said he's going to drop Anthony Joshua. He's going to sit him down, and that the fight isn't going to go the distance. Now, this is all Jermaine Franklin. And he's saying that he feels right now is his time, that he's the people's champion, and that everyone knows he beat Dillian Whyte, and that he's a real threat to AJ. Now, what I will say is he is heavyweight fighting. So anything can happen in a fight, we know that. But this whole thing about Anthony Joshua lacking confidence, you know what? Maybe he has a lot on his mind, but I don't think he lacks confidence. But he's entitled to his opinion. This whole thing about Anthony Joshua was given everything. Let me tell you something. When you have to go and put in road work, when you have to go and train, you understand? When you have to go and spar, ain't nobody giving you anything. When you go to the Olympics and get a gold medal, nobody gives you anything. So for him to come and make a statement like that, I actually a little surprised at him, because if anyone was given anything, then he was given it. Because when they picked him for Dillian Whyte, they didn't pick him because they thought he was a real threat. You understand? I watched Franklin fight. He can fight, but he's not elite. But he can fight. Andy Ruiz destroys him. Simple. But Franklin's a good guy. He deserved the opportunity. And he's supposed to speak with confidence. I'm not expecting him to come out here and say and pray, get on his knees and pray to Anthony Joshua. That's not what I'm saying. But humble yourself, my man. You know what I mean? Easy over there. Cool yourself. You out here acting like you Deontay Wilder. You Tyson Fury. Now you're going to knock out Anthony Joshua? Anthony Joshua's scared. He doesn't have the confidence. The fight's not going the distance. He was given everything. You earned your spot. Let me tell you something. I like Franklin. And I have no problem talking about with anything that he said. No real problem. Of course I'm going to talk about it. But the one thing that kind of get under my skin a little bit is about Anthony Joshua being given everything. You know who's being given something? It's called an opportunity. His name is Jermaine Franklin. Because I'm going to be quite frank with you. He didn't earn this Joshua fight because he proved to the world that he deserves to be in the ring with Anthony Joshua. He earned this Joshua fight because he proved to the world that he's an easy stepping stone to getting Anthony Joshua back on the right track. That's what the reality of this is. Now, I'm not saying he's a bum. I like Jermaine Franklin. He's a solid B-level fighter. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? This guy and what he's been able to accomplish and do is amazing. He put himself right in the realm, even without the AJ fight, to where he probably would have gone on and over his career. When you think about the money made across all the fights he would have had, he would have probably made several $1 million. just with all the fight purses adding up. So he's doing something right. But he's in this position now because they know that he is a good stepping stone for Anthony Joshua. And I'm telling you right now, anything can happen in the fight on April 1st. Anything can. Anything can. This is boxing. It just takes one shot. But I honestly don't think he gets out of 2 rounds. I don't. And I'm just being real. That's how I feel. But now, over here, back to this thing. Anthony Joshua, there's some slang they have there in Texas where they say, I guess, in the training camp, when they want someone to put some heat on their shots, they tell them to put some stick on that right hand. And even I live out here in Texas, man. I'm not in the boxing gyms like that, but I ain't never heard no craziness like that with somebody. I've been in boxing. I've been around a lot of boxing gyms, especially when I was younger. I've never had anyone tell me. And remember, I always fought as a southpaw anyway. Nobody told me to put no stick on my left hand. And nobody told me to put no stick on my right hand. So this crap they tell me I put some, on your right hand. I never heard of that. But if Anthony Joshua is looking to put some stick on his right hand and bring that into the ring and put that stick somewhere in Jermaine Franklin, then Jermaine Franklin's in trouble, because I don't want nobody who's putting some stick on their right hand trying to put that right hand anywhere near me. So that being said, Anthony Joshua had me cracking up during that Akin Barak interview where he was talking about some of the slang used in the United States compared to slang used in the UK. So he had everybody laughing with that, because I'm going to be honest with you, I never heard that. But that being said, let's see if Anthony Joshua and this whole Texas slang in the boxing gym are putting some stick on the right hand. Let's see if that shows up in the ring on Saturday, because if he can do the business, and that means that stick on the right hand, that means that Jermaine Franklin is going to get screwed. So that being said, y'all keep cool. Shout out to the veterans, all 7 continents. I'm in the breeze.